It is very depressing to see what is happening in the XRP community and the amount of hate and negativity it is receiving because of its price action. Before we even start today's video, I'm astounded at how many respectable members of the XRP community are getting distracted and essentially making a scene about the XRP price action. I suppose these people are not intelligent enough to understand what the purpose of XRP is and the real-world utility it will provide soon. Since I have blocked the user, I would like to share with you all a worrying tweet that they posted. I think it is high time to do something about the XRP price quickly. Here's a sincere warning to Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple XRP Labs, and Mr. David Schwartz because the community is starting to get worse. Things are going in the wrong direction with XRP. Speak for yourself. Okay, I am sorry for my language, but these guys are going to look like fools, and they're going to come out here and start laughing. And the excitement when the price of XRP hits double digits and then triple digits. In today's video, I'm going to show you a zoomed out perspective of where things are headed and why you should not be worried about a thing in terms of the price of XRP, because this whole crypto ecosystem is going to grow as a whole. Let's continue to what else he said. Let's see. I'm bringing in so much money every month, but my connections are starting to drop and I'm starting to sell disgusting. This kind of behavior deserves to be like I'm telling you, folks. I have been collecting screenshots of some individuals who have been around in the XRP community for a very long time and them creating nonsense. Listen to David Schwartz speak about XRP becoming the new Bitcoin here. I work for XRP. People are going to have to learn this the hard way. Ripple for more than 10 years. I started in November in 2011. These are some of the early days of the development of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency movement, and really all there was Bitcoin and a couple of clones, and this was right around the time when the first cracks in the sort of mining narrative were becoming visible. Back at the time most people thought that proof of work was sort of the secret sauce that made Bitcoin what it was, and the first cracks were starting to show. The idea at the time was that anybody could mine and that would be a great decentralizing for us, and I think we know now that mining has become very consolidated and that it is not a decentralizing force. XRP has been around for a very long time. Here's a snapshot of August 4th, 2013, and XRP is trading at 0.005 along with Litecoin and Bitcoin, and every other coin here that you're seeing doesn't exist anymore. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is look at the amount of hurdles Ripple and XRP came across for the past 10 years, and look where we are now, deeply integrated with the biggest entities in the world and corporations. And when the price of XRP hits double digits and triple digits, which it will 100%, because it logically and mathematically makes 100% sense, it makes 0 sense for it not to hit double digits and triple digits given its use case. And in a moment we're going to get into a video by BlackRock CEO Larry Fink again lying about the value of the future value of Bitcoin, and I'm going to tell you what I think the value of Bitcoin is in the future. And before we get into that video, take a look at this. So a lot of individuals, a lot of uneducated medical CEO steps down. However, it is true that Madako, a Ripple-owned cryptocurrency custody company, has a new CEO and head of product. Many people have expressed dismay about this, asking why the two are leaving, but I don't know what to say because I worked for more than 10 years at highly reputable banks. These internal organizational changes are frequent, especially now that Ripple recently acquired Mao, and they might have different plans. Folks should cease conjecturing that these folks are departing Madako because there are meetings behind closed doors that we won't learn about. Okay, I apologize for always mispronouncing the name Madako, but this doesn't mean that anything will stop being created out of nothing. For example, there is nothing to be concerned about regarding the departure of the CEO of Madako if we look at Arnett Philibert, who started working at both Madako and Ripple at the same time and is currently the senior manager of partnerships for both businesses. Ripple acquired Madako, so they will have a plan for Madako. People who have never held a corporate job want to speculate about how these organizations operate. In my previous role, we managed millions of dollars for private banking. I am somewhat irritated by the amount of negativity and stupidity I see in people who have no legitimate background in finance or corporate jobs, let alone those who have kept those jobs for more than 5, 3, or even 9 years. These people are just making things up. How tokenized deposits and stablecoins are redefining the financial services sector. Stablecoins and commercial money tokens will transform the payment industry as they bring the advantages of the new technology by ensuring stability and compliance. This will in particular impact the B2B payment segment, and it goes on to say, unlike cryptocurrencies and CBDCs, stablecoins and tokenized deposits exhibit minimum volatility and can benefit from DLT technology, making them more appealing to drive blockchain-based payments adoption. Stablecoins integrated into DLT technology. You guys could put 2 and 2 together. And now, before I go ahead and give you guys a little rough overview of the crypto market cap and the stock market cap, which is purely just monopoly money, printed money injected into it with no real value. There is value in the global stock market, but you got to understand the amount of money they printed out of thin air to eject this market. And if you disagree with that, you are delusional, and you got to go educate yourself, because that is a fact. There has been trillions of dollars that have been printed out of thin air to prop up the stock market, but with crypto that's not going to be as easy, because Larry Fink is lying again. God, am I? The market cap will never stop once everyone starts adopting this technology for real-world purposes. Here's someone like Cathie Wood, who was on our broadcast yesterday, say that her base case is that this turns into a $600,000 Bitcoin valuation base case, and million plus, in a super optimistic case. Are you anywhere in her realm? Listen to what Larry thinks here about Bitcoin. We're almost at the ceiling of the most amount of bit. I've never considered the possibility that what we're attempting to accomplish is to provide a tool that can be used to store money. If it even approaches that level, in my opinion, gold will symbolize even more value. To be clear, if you consider digital gold, a benchmark will be established between Bitcoin and gold. Are you in her room at all? I haven't given it any thought. I have not considered it. Is that accurate? Just like in 2018, remember? That you're developing a capacity for cryptocurrency. No, we're just taking a look at it. Customers desire exposure to cryptocurrencies, but I don't think any of them have specifically asked for it. Should you be ready? Right now, none of the Bitcoins will reach 100, 200, 300, or 100%, and I know some of you are laughing at me because I'm so optimistic about XRP and Bitcoin. We are all going to grow together in this environment. To progress together, allow me to quickly, yes, retail will purchase 0.5 XRP for $25. I created this tiny pie chart to help you see how this ecosystem will develop over the coming years. As you can observe, Bitcoin in comparison to XRP, based on 20 million Bitcoins, the market capitalization is estimated to be around $6 trillion when the price of Bitcoin reaches $300,000. I'm being extremely cautious on that one because of the roughly 2 million Bitcoins that are genuinely missing from circulation. The computation based on the $50 XRP was 80 billion XRP in circulation, and there are currently roughly 60 billion inside the market valuation of $4 trillion. We will witness this in the upcoming 10 years. The entire cryptocurrency ecosystem is worth between $50 and $100 trillion, but as previously mentioned, there is no upper limit to that amount. Here on a panel, we have some firm projections for Q4 of 2025. What is the RWA market size? And from what source is the bulk derived? Who is eager to get started? Graham, please don't let us down. Okay, fine. Probably a little more optimistic, but I've been that way for 6 years, so I'm a little behind my initial estimates. Everything that's ever been out there has a total market value of 1.4 quadratic. And if you look across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on the chain already. We've also seen interest in the money market grow quickly for tokenized treasuries and similar instruments, and stablecoins are supported when it comes to replacing cash. Upon observing the DTCC Euro Clearstream, all it would take is one of them to switch to being all digital, which would mean trillions in assets. Make a move to learn tens of trillions. I believe we can observe and remember. A quadrillion is 1.4. This is still a tiny portion of a massive market. 30 to 50 trillion XRP are traded on Artex alone. Let's look at it this way, 50 trillion within a couple of years. Going forward, Ripple thank you. Twitter will replay the session in Q4 2025. $1 trillion will be peanuts, and you must realize that payments and settlements will be shown as a pie chart when we analyze these figures. I just made this number, is it okay? This is an approximate estimate of the payments and settlements that will account for 43% of the value source and creation. You just cannot dispute the fact that real-world utility will have a big chunk of this market. See for the entire crypto ecosystem, given that the FX market trades at a value of over $10 trillion every day. And releasing liquidity amounts to trillions of dollars throughout a day's volume, so, when we examine it from the viewpoint of a pie chart, 20% of DeFi NFTs Web3 privacy coins are a store of value for Bitcoin. This is massive, and payments and settlements take up a significant portion of this pie chart. The stock market is currently valued at $109 trillion, but by 2023, cryptocurrency will have grown to a considerably larger $1.72 trillion total market capitalization. While we haven't seen anything yet, I have. Concluding remarks. I'm sorry for the profanity and everything, but we had to stay grounded. I would like you all to take screenshots of people you see whenever possible, especially those who seem trustworthy. I won't be making any. They will be at a loss for words once I have compiled a small scrapbook of these morons. Therefore, I have no intention of naming them in today's episode, and it's not that I care. You can already predict their response. Oh, I was worried about this when it happened. No, you're a complete idiot. Either you're trying to get engagement through Twitter, or it's just that it doesn't make sense that people will look completely foolish when XRP goes to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $1,100. I set the ceiling at $100 because I am 100% certain based on math and logical reasoning, and considering the 24-hour payment volumes we have made on this channel with a variety of breakdown scenarios, it doesn't make sense for it not to reach double digits very soon. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, please know that I value every one of you. We'll return soon with a new video. With the thesis, we began to construct the research. It was eventually determined that cryptocurrency liquidity could sustain reliable global payments. Enormous sums of money. The Ripple Net was created to show users how our fiber-based network may benefit them. Once the market reaches a certain level of maturity, move to ODL, and that's precisely what's happening now. Maintain the switch. I believe you are part of what we're building. I consider all of the tokens and know that it's fixing a genuine problem. Anyone would be able to appreciate their usefulness. If actual value and usefulness are being provided to actual customers, the token will have value.